Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Jam. I am your host, Jarvis Johnson. Today, I want to talk to you about motivation, what it is, where it comes from, and how we can use motivation to achieve your goals. So, whether you're struggling to find motivation or looking to have motivation over the long haul, this episode is for you. Thanks for listening. As we talk about motivation, let's start by understanding what motivation really means. At its core, motivation is the driving force behind your actions. It is the reason why you do what you do. It is the reason why you get out of bed in the morning, why you pursue your dreams, and the reason why you overcome obstacles. Then you got to think motivation, sometimes it comes from within and it comes from external sources. That's intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. So you got to find where your motivation comes from. Is it something within you, or are you doing it for something that's in the environment, something that's on the outside? One of the key ingredients of sustained motivation is having a clear sense of purpose, the power of purpose. When we know why we're doing something and how it aligns with our values and goals, it becomes easier to stay motivated. Like if you know your purpose, okay, I want to get this done because I need this to happen, then you're more motivated to get it done. Even when you're faced with challenges, take some time to reflect on your purpose. Now, I mentioned challenges. Motivation isn't always constant, it can fluctuate, especially when you face setbacks or difficulties. The key is to develop resilience and strategies to overcome challenges because things are going to go up and down. Everything's not going to be perfect. So if you need to take a break in the task or break them down into smaller, manageable steps, even seeking help from others, that's something that us as people sometimes struggle with is asking for help. We're too prideful in ourselves to ask somebody to help us, even though they may have the answers that we may need to complete our task. Like I said before, you can't just take a break, regroup, recharge, and then get back to it. In building motivation, it is very similar to developing a muscle. It requires constant effort and practice. Daily habits, routines, they all play a crucial role in maintaining motivation. You have to do things daily. It can be anything from setting goals, practicing gratitude, engaging in activities that energize you or inspire you to stay motivated. It's something that has to be done on a daily basis to keep you motivated and to keep you going. Let's talk about finding inspiration. Inspiration often fuels motivation. So we all need to look for sources of inspiration in our life, whether it's a book, a podcast, mentors, or even personal experiences. Surround yourself with positivity and ideas that resonate with your goals and let them propel you forward in your journey. Inspiration often helps with motivation. If I see somebody doing something, that inspires me to do better. That motivates me to do better. So we all need to step out and find us some inspiration. Now, here's a real task staying motivated in the long run. It's easy to start out and say, okay, yeah, I'm motivated to do this. But how do we sustain that for the long run? It's important to sustain motivation over the long term. And that requires you to be adaptable and have the willingness to evolve and change. One thing may start out one way, then as you get going, you realize, okay, I need to make a change in order to, keep this thing going. So you have to be able to evaluate where you are and then make the changes you need to stay motivated. Our goals and circumstances, they change. So does the motivation that you need. So it's important for you to stay flexible, revisit your goals. You might have to rewrite them along the way, and that's okay. As we wrap up today's episode, remember motivation is a powerful force and it's in each one of us. But if you understand the dynamics and you pay attention to it daily and you stay resilient even when the challenges pop up, you'll have this inner drive that you'll be able to unleash and you can achieve remarkable things. When I started this podcast, I knew it would be a challenge, but I was motivated to get it started and I'm motivated to do it. And, here we are. So I appreciate you guys listening to it. Even the listeners that I have, they motivate me to keep dropping. This podcast is designed to provide a comprehensive overview of motivation. Give insights and strategy that the listener can apply into their own lives. That's why I made this thing for you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope it helps you stay motivated and stay positive and keep going and go out and do something that you've been motivated to do and stay motivated for the long term. If not, you'll be jammed. Thanks for listening.